what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hike back down to those meadows and find a nice cool shady spot, and we'll hang out there and get some rest and some food when I'm hungry, if I get there, if I get to that point. I've been hiking for 3 hours, and the lake is supposed to be another 3 miles from my camp, but I've already gone 4 according to my phone, and that's another mile up this hill. So, you know, sometimes you have to know when to say when, and this is one of those times. So I'm going to be smart. I'm going to go home safe to my kids. I'm not Jeremiah Johnson out here living off the land. I've got a few supplies in my backpack. I've got a nice camp back there to relax in, and another night to enjoy up here. So let's head back down to the meadow and take in that beauty, which is absolutely every bit as beautiful as a lake, and just enjoy our time up here in a different way. Okay. If you look close, there are small fish swimming in there. We made it to the meadow. I found a peaceful place for us to relax and enjoy ourselves. See if I can scare some of those fish back this way. There we go. Nothing big enough to eat, but kind of cool. So there's our little creek with the fish. We're sitting back here in a grove of trees where it's shady. It's actually a lot closer than it looks in camera. I could throw a rock in there from here. I just realized sitting down on this rock how much I needed to sit down and just be still. You know, one big reason I came up here was to be still. Get away from the noise of the city and whatnot. So, this is the real reason I'm up here. Not to go on some epic hike, really. I kind of wish I'd brought that tarp with me. I could lay it on the ground and have something to lay on. I also wish I'd brought my hammock, because I could throw it in the trees and just that would do the same thing, as well as take the pressure off my back. Carrying that pack up here, all that hiking yesterday, and then going on a hike the next day with a pack on, not as heavy of course, but hoofing it up these trails. I really feel it. I feel it in my lower back. I feel it in my legs. They're kind of jelly. My left knee has a broken kneecap that can't be repaired, and I can kind of feel that with every step uphill that I take. There's also that problem that, you know, it could be aggravated by hiking all this distance. I'm not saying I'm not capable. I'm just saying I have to be wise about this. I have children to think of. If not for them, I probably wouldn't really care. But if Dad disappeared, they would be pretty upset. Anyway, I've got some other videos to film while I'm sitting here. I've got a personal vlog. If you've never seen it, I usually link it down below. It's not very big, it's tiny, and I only post on there once in a great while. And when I get up here, I get kind of reflective and think I should make a vlog about that. It's not necessarily about the outdoors, but the setting is beautiful, and why not, you know? I'll probably film those on my phone. Thing is, this camera is 1080p, and my phone is 4K, but the sound's not as good. If you watched my last 2 hiking videos, they were filmed on this, my Samsung. So it's pretty good. It does a good job. It's just that this is my, when I get the big guns out and go on an epic trip like this, this is my go-to camera. So if I ever run out of card space or something like that, or I'm, you know, waiting for batteries to charge, I can always turn to this. So I always have a backup of some kind. Anyway, there's some beautiful stuff to check out around here. There's some resting I'm gonna do, some eating. I'm finally starting to feel little twinges of hunger. All that hiking will definitely burn calories. Here's what we're looking at today as far as since we left camp. I have hiked, these bugs are driving me nuts. Good thing I have my repellent. 9,628 steps. 10,000 is how many you're supposed to hike a day. I've done that in 3 hours. I burned 1,319 calories and walked 4.32 miles, says on here. 4.3. So I think by the time we hit the top of that hill for that lake, it would be more like 5 miles from camp. I didn't have this in my pocket until we started hiking. So, yeah, that's accurate. Telling me it's only a couple more miles was not accurate, but it probably felt like it to them because A, they were all in their 20s, both groups that I talked to, and B, they were all hiking downhill after a refreshing, restful night up at the lake. So it's different, you know, perspectives. Anyway, I don't feel like I failed or anything. I just feel like I know my limits, and you know, I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I tend to push myself too far and expect too much. And then when I get disappointed, I'm really hard on myself. And I'm not talking about other people, I mean my own expectations of myself. So it kind of bothers me that I didn't get to the lake, but I also have had to learn over, you know, like I said, I've been doing a lot of personal work on myself and improving some things I struggle with. If you want to know about that personal stuff, that's probably on my vlog channel. I'm just saying that one of the things I've had to do is learn to know where my limits are, know when to stop. Stop pushing myself so hard. Take a step back, take a breath, see it for what it is. And so that's what I'm doing. This whole journey, I've hiked probably only 5 to 7 miles total from the car. It hasn't been about distance, it's been about taking my time and making a good video and noticing the little things around me and getting them on camera. Also on Instagram, I have an Instagram that's always posted below as well. I don't know why I have these on. I'm in the shade. It's fine. Anyway, check me out on Instagram too. That's all the photos I take on this trip go on Instagram. I don't put them in videos anymore, so if you want to check that out, it's down below in the description. In the meantime, I'm gonna shut my eyes for a little while, just listen to nature, lay here on the ground, which is probably not good with the ticks, but that's what I'm gonna do. And then we'll talk some more, have some lunch, kind of explore a little bit. Not heavy. I'm done. I came up here to rest and I've worked my butt off instead, but it's been very rejuvenating for me. I needed it. So we'll be back in a little while. Well, it's been about an hour. It's 1 p.m. I took a little nap. That felt good. And I made a video for my vlog channel. And I'm really stiff and sore. Every time I sit still for very long, it's hard to get up and move. I need to do some real stretching exercises because I've really beat my body up on this. I mean, maybe it doesn't come across on video so much, but wow. I love that this brook is right here with these fish. I think I got some good footage on the GoPro underwater. They're not very big, but they swam right by it a couple of times. They're just kind of hanging out in the shade, really. Wiggling around right there. If I walk, they take off. They think I'm a tree until I move, and then they're like, ah, crap, look at that guy. He's quick. There's a whole bunch of smaller ones right here in this little group. Getting a lot of reflection. I don't know if you can see that. It's fun to watch them swim back and forth. They're kind of trapped here. Between there and down there, it gets more shallow, so they just like swim back and forth. See, here's another group of them down here. Right there between the two logs. Anyway, just pretty neat to be able to just sit here and watch them play. I wonder how big they'll get trapped in this place. Or if they'll just swim further downstream. I don't know. It's pretty shallow. I'm not sure what happens to fish that get trapped in a little creek like this. What I do know is they probably came from the lake. And what I found out about that lake is that they only stock it every 3 or 4 years with roughly 700 fish. They don't stock it frequently. So it looks like it's been stocked recently. Or these are babies from the fish that are up here, but this whole place freezes over in the winter and not all of them survive. So the population can't be extremely high. This creek is really quite peaceful and beautiful. So I'm over there in that group of trees and it just kind of flows down. Just a steady flowing stream, very peaceful, serene. Cuts through some trees, just keeps going. Just goes and goes and goes. Where it ends up, nobody knows. Probably the Provo River. That's my guess. Anyway. It's time for the curry flavored ramen noodles. Okay. Where are they? There's our pepperoni sticks. I think I'm only going to cook one. I'm not starving, and I'll save the other one for another time. You know, all our cooking supplies. Oh, yuck. I've got some floaties in there from the gas canister being on the ground, and then I set it inside the pot. There we go. Not quite. All right. Okay. So there you go again. It's a brand called Indomie chicken curry. I think the reason these were so expensive, it was like 25 bucks for a case of 24 or something. But I think they were expensive because these are imported. I mean, ramen that you buy at the grocery store is like 2 bucks for a whole case. This was $24. Looks like it's a product of Chile. That's what it says on the back here, which is strange because when I hear curry, I think India. I don't know. That's what it says. We're gonna do some smushing. Now, these are a little different in that they come with 3 different packets. You got the oil and curry seasoning right here, and then you've got like the basic seasoning powder, and then some chili seasoning. So all 3 of these go in. What you're supposed to do is mix them up in a separate bowl and then add it in, but I think, get off there. I think I'm just gonna dump it in with it. Oh, time to replenish that bottle. Here's my other one. Oh, it just fell out. That's weird. It fell out of my wallet. So there's lunch. Lunch is pepperoni sticks, not the whole package obviously, but the hot and spicy baked snack crackers, which I think are like Cheez-Its, I'm not sure, and some ramen. Oh, and a Cliff Bar. I need the energy, man. But not the caffeinated one. This time it's just crunchy peanut butter. I like those. Those are okay. You know what? Cliff has kind of changed my mind about... I'm not a fan of Cliff Bars. I haven't been. And that toffee one was so delicious. It wasn't just because it was loaded with caffeine. It made me feel better. It was actually just quite tasty. Alright. I'm going to go replenish this and put some tablets in while that cooks. Meat stick. One stick has 100 calories. My son Jude, my youngest, loves jerky and meat sticks, and I think he'd rather have that than candy any day. Me too. But whenever I buy something like this, I have to share, so Jude, I'll save you some. I don't even know if he watches my videos. So today's video is brought to you by salt. Salty ramen, salty crackers, salty meat sticks. I don't know how salty a Cliff Bar is. Where's the sodium, man? 230 milligrams for a bar, which is 10% of your daily intake. So that's actually not that bad. Let's see. 17% of your daily value in this. And there's no... Oh, there is nutrition information on the crackers. Sodium, also 17%. So there's 36%, 34%, of my daily value plus 10, 44%. And I have no idea what the ramen is, but I bet it's high. I may be consuming all my salt in one meal. The thing is though, it's helping me retain water. And it's making me more thirsty, but I'm also drinking lots of water, and it's helping me keep that water in my body. So, in a setting like this, my diet changes quite a bit. Currylicious. With chunks of crackers. Soggy ones. But I mostly eat low carb. I don't eat no carb, but I also don't partake in a lot of sugars and breads and that kind of thing unless it's here and there, and if it is, it's in moderation. Like if I order a pizza, I'll eat 2 slices instead of what I used to do. I used to eat 4, 5. So when I hike though and backpack, I use so much energy and I get depleted of so many nutrients that all of those rules kind of go out the window for me. I know I'll use it all up. My body will use it all up. I know I'll sleep better at night too if I eat before bed, and it's something that'll hold me over. Carbs give you energy. The more energy you put out, the warmer you are. So, you know, all of this MRE stuff and noodles and Cliff Bars, not my normal diet. In case you wondered, I don't eat like this at home all the time. So I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this. I've already had the peanut butter one before. It's pretty good, so I won't do like a little video review or anything. The water has about 15 more minutes to process with the tablets in it. And then I'll pack up and we'll head back to camp. It'll probably take us a while, but whatever. What's the hurry? I don't have to go home till tomorrow. Feel a lot better though. I was hating it at the top of that, or halfway up that hill to the lake. This was a better choice. Sitting by the creek, spitting food, surrounded by wildflowers, and beautiful meadow. Just sounds of birds and an occasional hiker, and a mosquito that's gonna die. It was an ant. It's been pretty awesome. It's been a good day so far. I think we'll hike back to camp and just chill in the hammock for a while, relax. And then probably won't eat dinner for another 5 hours, 6:30-ish. It's been 5 hours since I ate breakfast. It's about the right time frame. I'll probably do another hiker midnight bedtime. Here's something bizarre. I just poured water in my cook pot in order to rinse it out after the curry ramen that was in it, and the water turned purple when I poured it. When I poured the iodine, you see that? When I poured the iodine treated water into the ramen, something chemically reacted, and it's purple water. My late wife's favorite color was purple. She even kept a purple streak in her hair years before it was popular to do that. She always had bleached blonde hair with purple streaks. It was just her kind of signature thing. She was awesome. All right, let's pour this purple water out. Isn't that weird? Never experienced that. Okay. Looks like I got everything. Nothing over here where I was. Nothing over here where I ate. Let's have some purple water on the ground. Let's say goodbye to our little creek over here and the fishies. You know, I'm kind of glad we didn't make it to the lake because this was better. Having this little brook here full of fish and this fantastic meadow and these flowers and the peacefulness of it all. There were probably quite a few people at the lake, and I probably wouldn't have seen any fish just hanging out in the water like this. Kind of really enjoyed watching them. I find watching fish to be very tranquil and relaxing. They say it's one of the most peaceful things you can do. So let's see. I don't know how much I'm going to film on the way back to camp. Got a ways to go. I've already filmed all the way in, so if I see anything interesting, I'll film it, but if it's all the same, then, you know, we'll just be back at camp in no time. Anyway, that's where we were. And that goes to the lake. And that goes to camp. I would like to point out this view. The wind is just blowing through here. It feels nice. There's a meadow way down there. This camera, I'm telling you guys, it's a good camera, but no camera I've ever used has done justice to what my eyes are seeing. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I noticed all this evidence of a fire. The whole bottom of this trunk is burned. And then this tree is burned. And this one. And there's charred ground. And then I saw this. That is what happens when lightning hits a tree and goes right through it. Lightning hit that tree, shot clear through, blew it up, and lit this little area on fire. Just a small area. No forest fire was started. But look how it just went right down the center. Boom. Isn't that crazy? Wow. That thing's barely hanging on at the bottom. It's pretty old and dead too. Crazy.